Alright guys, hey, shout out to Chris Jones for sending me this About That Life shirt. I saw him post a picture of it on Facebook and I said, damn, I want one of those, Chris Jones. And he was like, Colin, what's your address? So he hooked me up, sent me a free shirt. So here's the front, check out the back, it's even better on the back. And sadly guys, I didn't know what skeet means. So now I know what it means, it makes the shirt that much better. So thanks again, Chris Jones, really appreciate it. Pre-workout meal, guys. I got a bunch of diced up russet potato that I cut up and I put in a microwave safe bowl, and I microwave for like 5 minutes just to soften up the potatoes. And then now I'm just gonna mix these around until they're brown. I also added in a tablespoon of canola oil just to kind of help them brown better. And then for my protein source, I'm doing a turkey burger. I get these at Costco. These are Kirkland Signature turkey burgers. Great macros on these guys. Macros on these burgers are only 6 fat, 2 carb with 35 grams of protein, guys. So this is going to be my pre-workout meal. This will most likely probably add up to a good, honestly, 3.5 to 4 servings of potato. It's put me a little over 100 carbs, and then plus my 35 grams of protein here. Plus you're going to get a good amount of probably like 10 or 11 grams of protein from the potatoes as well. So that's my pre-workout, guys. Got Power Leg Day on deck tonight. Stay tuned. What is up, guys? Sorry I've been kind of MIA the past couple days since I put out a previous YouTube video, but I ended up coming down with a nasty cold that I woke up with last Wednesday, and then it just kind of lingered and got worse through the weekend. And literally last night I almost was gonna take off, but I went in and we did had a push day last night that I got through, and then tonight I'm doing legs. So just kind of getting back into it. Like I said, coming off a cold, a nasty cold, but got legs on deck tonight, so I definitely couldn't miss that one. But tonight I'm trying a new combo that I got from Nick Bear, the owner of Bear Performance Nutrition, my sponsor. So he takes a Pepsi Max and our blue raspberry flight, and we're gonna mix these together. So I've never tried this. I think he said it tastes like a Slurpee or something like that. So I'm gonna mix these together and then give you guys a review. I'll be right back. All right, guys, just sampled the Pepsi Max with the blue raspberry flight. It definitely is a very sweet, kind of like, but it's kind of a nice like blue raspberry flavored Pepsi. So it's actually very good. But it does kind of remind me of like the aftertaste that kind of lingers on your tongue when you're done drinking it. It reminds you of as a kid. I think it was like Slurpees or Slushies or whatever that you would drink, and it kind of reminded me of those same kind of aftertaste, same kind of flavor. So anyways, guys, like I said, I got it's our Power Leg Day. So squat focus with percentages. Tonight I'm going up to I think my top set, my 90% is 360 pounds. And one thing that I'm doing that I didn't really do before is I'm trying to get through all of my working sets, and even all of my squat sets going beltless. I did that my last squat workout where I did all of my sets beltless all the way up to 355. I think I did 6 beltless squats. That's the heaviest I've ever gone without using a belt. So I think I'm going to try to do these again beltless, see if I can, see how I feel, and then possibly maybe not use a belt until I get up to at least like 365 and above, just so I can kind of like build my strength on my squat to the point where when I finally do use a belt, then hopefully I'll be stronger by the time I get there. So anyways, I'm gonna try to I'm solo tonight because my client Devin apparently has a headache. Just kidding. But anyways, I will since I'm due for a video, I'm gonna try to get some footage for you guys. All right, later. Don't fuck it up. There you go. That's Astergrass. Those look good other than your shoes. Too much cushion. It's good depth though. It's good depth. Like I said, I just forget. Alright guys, that was one of my buddies at the gym that wanted to check his form on video. So, alright guys, like I said, I'm back after having a little delay of being sick. So, bear with me here. Like I said, it's a squat power day today, so I'm going through my warm-ups right now. And as you see here, kind of how I progress up in weight as far as getting to my first set, which was, looks like 280 pounds here. And remember guys, in my previous video, I think I did go over what I'm doing as far as my percentages. This is my 70% of my max set that I'm going to do for 2 sets of 5. So this is, yeah, 280 pounds for 2 sets of 5. And then I'll do an 80% for 2 sets of 3. And then a 90% for at least 3 reps, meaning if you get at least 3 reps, you keep adding 5 pounds to your max each week. If you don't hit 3 reps, you get 1 more week to try. So the following week, you get 1 more week to try and get 3 reps with that weight. But if you don't get it, then you have to decrease your max by, I think it might be 20 pounds. But so here's me going through, here's me going through my 80%, 2 sets of 3. And again, you guys kind of saw it in the video before this, but like I said, I'm trying to kind of build up my strength here without a belt. I'm trying to see how far I can push myself without having to rely on my belt. I've never done this in the past, so this is totally new to me. Going up to, this is 360 pounds. And to be honest, I mean, it felt really, really solid tonight. For some reason, the past couple of squat workouts, my hips and everything like that have felt great. I was having an issue in the past where, man, it was like every other squat workout, my hips just felt tight and achy no matter how much mobility work I did. So it's been nice to have my freaking hips and everything feeling great. So I'm just hoping that things will stay and progress like that with my squats. But alright guys, so here is those. Like I said, I mentioned these in a previous video. I saw these on Johnny Candido's channel. It's his kind of version of doing straight leg deadlifts. And man guys, I mean, so far I'm loving these. I just feel like I'm really, really getting a lot out of them as far as it really, really just taxes the hell out of my hammies and glutes. I feel like, I just feel these, for some reason, I feel like I'm just getting more load on my hamstrings than when I used to do my Romanian deadlifts. I'm not sure why, but like I said, so for now I'm rolling with these. These are my warm-up sets, so I got a different angle from the front here to show you guys my working sets. I'm trying to beat what I did last week, so I believe here I went 2 sets of 315 here, and then a final set of 335. And these are all sets of 8 reps. Again, guys, kind of my emphasis here, what I'm trying to focus on is I'm actually keeping the bar a good, I think it's a good 6 inches from my legs. So it feels kind of weird, and then I'm a slight bend in the knee, and then I'm trying to roll my shoulders back so my back isn't rounded, and then really, really, like I said, lock at the top and pound those hamstrings and glutes. And like I said, and again, I think per Candido's advice, I'm not wearing a belt with these either. So pretty much it's been kind of crazy. These power focused leg days that I've done the past 2 weeks since I started this program, I haven't worn a belt. So it's kind of something I'm not used to. I'm used to kind of usually relying on a belt. So here is I took a side angle to kind of give you guys a better idea of kind of what's going on as far as my form and technique. Again, I am still new to these, so I'm not sure if my form is 100% spot on, but as far as, like I said, as far as the actual feel of the movement, I've been feeling these great as far as after each set, my hamstrings and glutes are just fried beyond no other. So, like I said, this was 335, kind of a, whatever, call it a PR for me, even though it still wasn't that hard. I'm still, like I said, I'm still starting with these, so I'm building up in weight.
But then after these, I moved on to like I said, this is more of a quad focus leg press. And I kind of switched it up where before I was kind of having my feet a little bit wider with my toes angled out. This time I'm trying it with, like, again, a low stance on the pad, but keeping my feet closer together. I seem like I kind of get more out of a quad focus type leg press when I have my legs closer together. I got in the tip from, I believe it was John Meadows. I saw a video on Facebook or something of him doing it the other way, but I don't know, I seem to feel these better. I don't know. But like I said, give it a shot each way. You've seen kind of both ways that I do them. It's just kind of fun to play around and see what kind of suits you best. But I beat last week's workout where this workout I went 6 plates for 8, and then here you're seeing 7 plates for 8 because those are 200s on each side that I have there on the rack. And then this final set I went 8 plates for 8, which I said which beat my my previous week by a plate on each set. That's one thing that I always try to shoot for, guys, is and that's a big reason why you want to jot things down like in a journal or a notepad. So check out your last workout and see what you did, and try in one form or another, whether it's beating one set in reps or weight or whatnot. Try to beat your previous workout. And then to finish this workout, guys, I just did 3 sets of standing calf raises on our Smith machine because we ain't got no standing calf raise. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to get some more up this week. Have a good one. Take care.